Hello and welcome. So, tonight our yoga for recovery is going to be focused on our hips, kind of as usual as we work through whatever we worked on this weekend. I know that there was the South Shore Half Marathon that my client Eileen successfully accomplished this weekend. There was the Rough Road 100, there was the Ice Age 50, the Kenosha Crits. That's all just in this little local Wisconsin area. So I hope that you had a chance to get out. The weather we had on Saturday was grim. It was snowing all day here. But I know a lot of people still got out, and it's pretty awesome. So what we're going to work on today is just one pose that we're going to kind of get into a little bit and work on. And it's a pose that we did I did as kids, just hurdler stretches. And the goal is to be working the quad and hip flexors in whatever back foot we have. So the goal here, and I'm not very mobile this evening, excuse me. So we're going to do a bunch of movement and try to open things up as best we can. So my left knee is forward, left foot is back, my right leg is forward, and right now it's rolled because both of my left butt cheek is off the ground. The goal is going to be to get my left on the ground so that I'm stable, but I don't think that it's going to get there. So we're going to be doing two different movements when we are doing the hurdler. The first is going to be, we'll inhale, and we're going to lean back and look behind us, kind of like over our right shoulder a little bit, and then inhale and come back up. And we'll do this a few times, all with the goal of feeling the pull in our left hip flexors. And we are just working on letting that come down. So we'll inhale into our belly, and then exhale and lean back and kind of sideways. I mean, the goal would be to come down all the way onto our back, sort of, but you want to keep just trying to lengthen the hip flexors. Don't force this. By all means, please do not force this, because you will just hurt your hip flexors. That's why I'm just taking very gentle movements. And it's starting to lengthen. It's starting to open up because I'm starting to get my right hand back farther. Just breathe into your belly and then relax your breath so that the breath just comes out and you lean back. All right, now I'm going to bring my hand up a little bit. Excuse me. And this time, I'm going to get some tea. This time I'm going to rotate a little bit more. So I'm going to almost try to bring up this hip and rotate. And then come back down and rotate. So now I'm getting at the lengthening part a little bit differently. It gets almost into a bit of my psoas, which is the muscle on the inside of my hip. One of the muscles. So again, inhale into my belly. Exhale, relax my belly and rotate. All right, now I'm going to work on my hamstrings a little bit by trying to bring my center, so my center of my chest is coming to my right knee. So I'm inhaling and coming down. And then I'm going to exhale and come back. Inhale, come forward, and exhale, come back. Now I'm bringing my left hand back behind me now. So I'm inhaling into my belly through my nose, and then I'm going to exhale and just try to relax and let the exhale come out. And when the exhale is done, that's when I am coming back up in my inhale. So you're going to feel this all throughout still your left hip flexor. Good. Let's do a few more of these. Now I'm not getting a ton of movement in my hamstring, mostly because I can't get my hip down. It's a little bit limited in the movement. All right, let's just do this. 2 more breaths. Inhale up, and exhale back. All right, now it's going to be a little uncomfortable to bring your right leg forward because it's being stretched out a lot, but there you go. Okay, one leg done. Let's go to the other side. And we'll notice a difference most likely between sides simply because of how we walk or run or ride our bikes. Although this all feels pretty tight, so I don't think it's going to matter a lot. All right, so again, now my right knee is forward. The inside of my foot is down, and I'm going to roll back so that I'm feeling a tug on my right hip flexor. So the muscles that go from the top of my hip bone into my quad. And I should also feel some in my quad. Inhale and back on the exhale. Inhale into your belly. You know, as I've said before, in many yoga classes, this kind of movement on the breath is not necessarily yoga. Yoga tends to be more holding a pose. However, a lot of the current more scientific research suggests that holding static poses or holding a pose is not the most effective way of creating mobility in your joints, which is the primary goal of what we're doing. So again, I'm inhaling, coming up, exhaling, coming back. So what we do with the breath, we inhale and relax the muscles, exhale and try to lengthen them. It's kind of a progressive stretching. I don't like to use that word, that's why I'm pausing. I'm trying to come up with a different word. Lengthening, it's a progressive relaxation in a way. You're trying to get the muscle to relax, and you push it a little bit more. Then relax and push a little bit more. And it just starts to gently open because you're not really pushing it. You're just letting it kind of be. You're just like, I'm just coming to the end of where, like if it starts to hurt, that's when you back off. Even a little bit of pain. It's like, oh no. All right, now we're going to do the inhale and rotate a little bit more. This is going to get at more higher up into the hip flexor and almost into the psoas. Inhale and back. Inhale and back. Good. So we're just doing this one move tonight. Just these hurdler stretches. We're doing them a couple of different ways though. The first was just kind of leaning back a little bit. Now we're trying to kind of almost bring our right butt cheeks up into the air and rotate. And that's going to add a little bit more in our quads. So tomorrow morning's yoga class at 6 a.m. I know that's early. Everyday yoga for endurance. Everyday yoga. That's the code if you want to join us for your first class, Everyday Yoga. It's on the Simple Endurance Coaching website. We're going to be focusing on doing some movements with crescent lunges and airplanes. And it's kind of a cool routine. I did it today in a class at the WAC and it was kind of fun. All right, now we are going to come forward, work on our hamstring. Inhale, come up, and exhale backwards. Now we're just creating the same kind of movement that we do with lunges a lot, rolling back and forth. Inhale up and just let myself relax on the exhale. Inhale, come forward. Inhale up and exhale, come backwards. I just misspoke on that last one, sorry. Inhale to center, exhale, fall forward. Inhale back up, and you're just going at your pace because obviously I can't see you, so go at your own pace that works. And the cool thing is that when you get up from all of this, like we're going to stop now, and when you get up, you're going to walk a little funny to get started, but then your hips are going to go, oh yeah, I feel a little bit, a little more mobility in our hips. So again, Tuesday mornings at 6 a.m., Thursdays at 6 p.m. for more yoga for everyday endurance athletes. I designed especially to work our hips, to build strength, to build mobility. So it's always a part of our training plans. All right, if you have questions, stick around. Otherwise, I will see you soon, hopefully out on the road. Take care. See ya.